Imagine this. You're fighting in a close match. The game is down to the wire and the payload is in overtime. All you need is one team fight or even just a few kills to clinch the epic victory. Big win! But all of a sudden,
your powers are mine!
I am ready to put on a show!
Okay, no biggie, we can ride this out. Just gotta coordinate our team effort and work together. I mean, it's only 12 seconds. Okay, whew. That 12 seconds was long, but we're still in this and we can...
I am ready to put on a show!
Oh my god. Oh yeah, baby.
Maximum pulse! Fear Magneto!
There is nothing more demoralizing in this game than hearing a support ultimate go off. And surprisingly, oddly satisfying when they double support ult. But that's besides the point. There is a huge problem right now in Marvel Rivals, and that is the support ultimates, or more specifically, the I press Q and nobody dies ultimates. Now hold on, it isn't the only problem in Marvel Rivals we'll discuss, but it certainly is the most glaring. Hello everybody, welcome back. It is I, DJ Turtle Vortex. Now, I'm no game developer, but I am a player, and as someone who has put time into the game, the best I can do is point out the problems that I can see the game having, and hopefully share it with everyone. Before we dive in though, I just want to say that I appreciate all the support and comments from the previous video and live streams. It has been an astronomical week. Don't forget to join and subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'm probably not the only one to have been in a scenario from the intro like this, as it's becoming an escalating issue in games outside of quickplay. It's no secret that right now, Luna Snow and Loki, and in a minor way, Cloak and Dagger have been dominating the support space more than the others. Their general abilities are as strong as it is, which I personally don't see as an issue, slightly, but their ultimates just flat out demoralize the game more than they do provide any sort of competitive or balanced edge. This isn't even an elephant in the room situation anymore, and I don't want to turn this into a support hero rant, although this video is disguised as one, but the healing ultimates, especially Luna's, is way overtuned. Not only can she heal 250 health per second for 12 seconds, but she also gains double her health in shields and is completely immune to any crowd control abilities, making it extra difficult to punish or circumvent her in some way. Then in comes Loki and repeats it all over again for a combined 24 seconds of pure invincibility. There's so few counter ults that can stop or even counter these plays, but they are prevented or countered by the most prevalent tank in the game by the longest shot in the game's history, Magneto. We'll get to that later. Compared to the other healing support ultimates, there is more counterplay to Cloak and Dagger, Mantis, and Invisible Woman. These strategists have healing ultimates that can be mitigated and still offer a fighting chance. And I think that's the crux of the issue. There's no fighting chance against Luna and Loki's ultimates for a long time. The other strategist ultimates provide healing, sure, but they provide utility more. They inflate your health, they deal damage, can gain map control, or provide a second chance. But why do characters like Ultron, Jeff, Adam Warlock for example, all require to be third healers? Because their ultimates just don't match up to the overwhelming advantage that the healing ultimates provide. Additionally, their utility can be outmatched and outpaced easily compared to those healing ultimates. These healing ultimates feel more like a necessity than they do a choice or option. I think we need more diversity and variety rather than just plain healing. There is a place for those ultimates, absolutely, but right now they're taking up all the space. Let's also talk about how quickly supports can farm for their ultimate. In any game, especially the ones where you have to capture a point, strategists can get their ultimates within the first 40 to 50 seconds of the game. I mean, we've all seen this. You've barely started your offensive push, and all of a sudden you hear a support ultimate go off. This is even more possible on the defense side at times in maps such as Central Park, Shin Shibuya, and Wakanda. It's really absurd just how immediately they can farm their ultimates given how efficient they are, Cloak and Dagger and Rocket being the biggest offenders. I would include Ultron, but his ultimate comes with more risk than the others. This drives more value to the heroes with healing ultimates, as they will have more opportunities to cast them, or at the very least obtain them fairly quickly. essentially begging the question, why use any other ultimate and put your team at a clear disadvantage when you can just Luna ult and dismantle any effort the enemy team might have or expend? In my opinion, these healing ultimates promote bad gameplay and make the game exhausting as it pushes the match into a long stalemate. This is even more exasperating when there are 3 supports in a match. It's never-ending healing ultimates in succession that stifle the fun out of every game. But why has this become such an issue? There are many factors, some I've mentioned before, such as the contrast to other strategist ultimates and how their utility ultimates just can't compare to the potency of healing ultimates, but also because there isn't much variety in tanks and strategists. Let's pivot to the vanguards for a second. Magneto and Emma have become viewed as must picks in the game due to their utility being more useful at either protecting or shutting down these strategists, but not only that, their range in usefulness extends to other roles, including against themselves. They can counter so many ultimates on their own and even prevent the use of them altogether. You want to use a projectile or a hit scan ultimate? Too bad. Fear Magneto. You want to stop a healer from using their ultimate or better protect your healer ultimate? Yep, fear Magneto. Do you just want to kill a whole bunch of enemies all at once? Well, here you go. Fear Magneto. I don't know, maybe I'm starting to develop a trauma or something. I play Iron Man and Fantastic, and with the prevalence of Magneto and Overdrive healing ultimates, I feel so useless every time I press Q. I have to hold my ultimate as Iron Man for so long because Magneto is just waiting to counter me, and Iron Man is one of the few simplest ways to stop a Luna, Snow, or Loki ultimate. So the scenario from the intro does come from a painful experience during my time in Marvel Rivals Ranked. What's interesting is that for games where banning is available in Ranked, it has become so oriented to do or die or sink or swim. As it stands right now, Marvel Rivals has characters like Black Panther and Wolverine that can gatekeep entire roles. While counterplay is possible, it requires coordination that 6 randoms coming together for 15 minutes or less won't have the time to develop. This makes banning essentially enabling games where you have to ban these characters or not enjoy the game / have a chance at winning at all, rather than making bans a way to facilitate a playstyle or set of tactics that you either alone or with a group can enjoy. Unless I'm misunderstanding bans, I believe the whole point for bans is to complement the strengths of your team or negate their weaknesses. But right now, maybe it's just me, bans are just ways to ensure you even have the possibility of playing a fair match to begin with. If you watch my streams, I basically have to ban Black Panther to play a support hero or allow my supports to play. And the same goes for Wolverine for tanks, especially for solo tanks right now. And while we're at it, some of the newest team-ups and character abilities are slightly overtuned. For example, Wolverine and Phoenix's new team-up. That thing came smoking hot right out of the gate. Everyone who watched that dev vision knew this thing would obliterate lobbies like nobody's business. Damage from some sources in this game is simply too high for how simple or little effort it takes, and I think this is what exacerbates the entire reason as to why healing ultimates, especially the overpowered ones, are so essential to even the playing field. At the end of the day, not only do we need more support characters and vanguard characters, we also need to ensure that overwhelming healing ultimates don't overshadow some of the more diverse and unique characters of the roster and what they have to offer to the game. But enough yapping from me. What do you guys think of the Marvel Rivals balancing? Do you feel that there needs to be changes? And if so, what direction would you go? Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are in the Marvel Rivals balance and heroes. If you enjoyed the video and my commentary of the game, please like the video and subscribe, and join the channel for some exclusive perks. I also want to mention that I have opened a Discord for the channel, so for those of you who want to participate for some of the VOD reviews or submit clips or just overall be more a part of the community and some of the stuff that we do for our live streams and whatnot, then go ahead, join the Discord, link is below in the description, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.